चलो शुरू करते हैं एनसीईआरटी बायोलॉजी क्लास 11th चैप्टर 6 एनाटॉमी ऑफ फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स के मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एमसीक्यूज।
अगर आपको इस चैप्टर का डिटेल माइंड मैप चाहिए जो एग्जाम टाइम पर रिवीजन में काफ़ी काम आएगा, तो जाओ smartylearn.com पर लॉग इन करो और सभी एनसीईआरटी चैप्टर्स के स्मार्ट माइंड मैप्स फ्री में देखो। लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है, चेक इट आउट।
The waxy, water-impermeable layer covering the epidermis of plant stems and leaves, which is typically absent in roots, is known as cuticle. In grasses, the guard cells that enclose the stomatal pore are characteristically dumbbell-shaped. Which of the following statements correctly distinguishes root hairs from trichomes found on stems? Root hairs are unicellular epidermal elongations for water absorption, while trichomes are generally multicellular epidermal appendages with varied functions. The ground tissue in leaves, primarily composed of thin-walled cells containing chloroplasts and responsible for photosynthesis, is termed mesophyll. Vascular bundles in dicotyledonous stems are described as open, primarily because they possess cambium between the xylem and phloem, facilitating secondary growth. The endodermal cells of a dicot root possess characteristic thickenings of water-impermeable suberin in the form of Casparian strips on their both tangential and radial walls. In a dicot root, all tissues located on the inner side of the endodermis, including the pericycle, vascular bundles, and pith, collectively constitute the stale. A key anatomical feature of monocot roots, which generally distinguishes them from typical dicot roots, is the presence of numerous xylem bundles, polyak condition, and a large, well-developed pith. The hypodermis in a young dicotyledonous stem, located just below the epidermis and providing mechanical support, is typically composed of parenchyma cells with thickened corners. Which statement accurately describes the vascular bundles typically found in a monocot stem? They are scattered throughout the ground tissue, are conjoint and closed, and each is surrounded by a sclerenchymatous bundle sheath. A notable histological feature in the vascular bundles of most monocot stems is the general absence of phloem parenchyma. In a typical dorsiventral, dicotyledonous leaf, the mesophyll tissue is differentiated into palisade parenchyma towards the adaxial epidermis and spongy parenchyma towards the abaxial epidermis. Isobilateral leaves, commonly found in monocots such as grasses, typically exhibit which pattern of stomatal distribution on their epidermal surfaces? Stomata are present on both epidermal surfaces, often in approximately equal numbers. Certain large, empty, colorless cells found in the adaxial epidermis of grass leaves, which help in the rolling and unrolling of leaves in response to water stress, are known as bulliform cells. Given below are two statements. Statement I. In conjoint vascular bundles, the xylem and phloem are jointly situated along the same radius of the vascular bundle. Statement 2. Radial vascular bundles, where xylem and phloem are arranged in an alternate manner on different radii, are the characteristic arrangement in angiosperm stems. In the light of the above statements, choose the correct answer from the options given below. Statement I is correct but statement 2 is incorrect. Assertion A. Dicotyledonous stems are capable of undergoing secondary growth, which results in an increase in their girth. Reason R. The vascular bundles in dicotyledonous stems are typically open, meaning they possess a strip of cambium located between the xylem and phloem. In the light of the above statements, choose the most appropriate answer from the options given below. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. The three fundamental tissue systems in flowering plants, the epidermal, ground, and vascular tissue systems, are primarily classified based on their structure and specific location within the plant body. During the secondary growth phase in dicotyledonous roots, the initiation of lateral roots and the formation of the vascular cambium primarily occur in the cells of the pericycle. The ground tissue in a typical monocotyledonous stem is best described as a large, conspicuous, and undifferentiated mass of parenchymatous tissue in which the vascular bundles are found scattered. The vascular bundles observed in the veins and midrib of dicotyledonous leaves are typically surrounded by a layer of thick-walled bundle sheath cells, often parenchymatous or sclerenchymatous.
Subscribe now.